Teen burglar nabbed after falling asleep in victim's house. A careless 16-year-old burglar in Indonesia failed utterly in his craft on June 9th when he fell asleep inside one of his victims' homes, which led to a chain of events culminating in a moment of richly deserved street justice. Dede, the 16-year-old villain of our story, broke into a home in a town in North Sumatra around 11 a.m. when the owner was out. He quickly set about plundering the house, grabbing a laptop, cell phone, and other valuables. But as Dede was about to make his getaway, he realized that many people on the street made leaving too risky, and so decided to hang out and wait until the coast was clear. But as day turned to dusk, Dede became tired and drifted off to sleep in a bedroom. This was unwise. Before Dede awoke, the homeowner had come back and found his place ransacked. The panicked would-be thief sought refuge behind the bathroom door, but when the homeowner entered the room, Dede attacked, striking him in the head with a hammer repeatedly until he stopped moving. The horrific screams alerted the neighbors. Dede tried to run for it, but villagers quickly caught up and took him down in a storm of fists. Police arrived at the scene of the citizen's arrest and took custody of the suspect. The extent of the homeowner's injuries are unknown. Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support TomoNews at patreon.com/TomoNews. Crime usually does not pay. Keep watching for more botched robberies.
Malaysian police detained 3 robbery suspects following a dramatic car chase through Morong. Policemen noticed a suspicious-looking vehicle in a residential area of Morong at around 4:45 a.m. and asked the driver to pull over. As the policemen approached, the car sped off, forcing officers to jump out of the way to avoid being hit by the vehicle. Officers opened fire on the vehicle, then engaged in a car chase for 3 kilometers before the men were apprehended. Weapons found inside the vehicle included a parang, a golok, and a steel cutter. Police and the driver of the car were unharmed, while a 48-year-old suspect was injured in the hip and a 36-year-old suspect was injured in the knee. Authorities suspect the group of men were planning to use the weapons in a robbery.
You tried to hold up a convenience store with what? Watch, this is no joke. The intimidating figure in the black balaclava looks like he means business as he draws a gun and the holdup begins. But this crook's plan to rob a convenience store in the small town of Bendigo in Australia doesn't quite go to plan. It starts out looking good for the masked idiot. He walks in and has the place to himself. Until the night shift clerk Steve Hewitt comes back to his post looking cool as ice. The robber demands he hand over the cash. But unlucky for this guy, Hewitt is a gun enthusiast and instantly recognizes the man's weapon. It's a replica cap gun, completely harmless. He tells the masked man, it's not gonna happen. And whatever else he says, it looks like it didn't take much. Realizing that the jig is up, he's at a loss as to his next move. And so he sulks out of the store like the dipshit that he is. And Hewitt instantly becomes an internet hero.
Homeowner kills intruder armed with shotgun. A shotgun-wielding home invader was killed by a homeowner in Timberlake, North Carolina. Jonathan Elias Zimonak, who was wearing a hoodie with his face covered, attempted to break into the house early Sunday. The homeowner found Zimonak pointing a shotgun and demanding money in his bedroom at 5 a.m. He grabbed the pistol beside his bed and fired 1 shot at Zimonak. Pearson County Sheriff Dewey Jones said the bullet hit the shotgun before striking Zimonak in the stomach. Zimonak was airlifted to Duke University Medical Center by a medical helicopter, but died on his way to surgery. He had several prior misdemeanor convictions for drug dealing and reckless driving. Deputies stopped a would-be getaway car near the area and arrested Zimonak's girlfriend after the shooting. The girlfriend, Cody Alicia Bowling, was being held in jail on Monday under a $75,000 bond for conspiracy to the burglary. Authorities are considering charging Bowling with first-degree burglary and attempted armed robbery.
Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support TomoNews at patreon.com/TomoNews.
Creepy intruder watches couple sleep after breaking in. A home surveillance camera eerily panned out to reveal an intruder spying on a couple as they slept on the couch in their Chicago home. Wearing a hooded sweatshirt, the intruder crept into the home through an unlocked door and stood at the top of the stairs looking down on the couple. Jack McKercher and his girlfriend, Jordan Baranskis, never noticed the intruder, who spent a total of about 10 minutes watching them. Baranskis did, however, notice that her purse was missing. McKercher reviewed his home's surveillance footage and saw the intruder on video. The intruder had lurked above the couple, watching them for about 5 minutes before walking away and returning for another 5 minutes. At first, McKercher thought the intruder was his girlfriend and became confused as to why she was wearing a hoodie and creeping around the top of the stairway. Luckily for him, it was just a weird burglar. Because surveillance footage of weird, creepy girlfriends on top of stairways really did make for one hell of a scary movie series.